What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how to draw Deku and Todoroki versus Hero Killer Stain. So 3 characters, probably be a long video. So I'll try to get through it as quickly as I can. If I go too fast, hit pause, slow it down, and definitely use a pencil and an eraser for these. And to erase mistakes and stuff. So we're going to start with Deku. He's in the front, the foreground. Foreground of your page is down here, and he's closest to us, so foreground. He's down here, Todoroki, Hero Killer Stain, right? So they're kind of jumping towards each other. Deku, we're going to start with his nose. So down here, we're going to start with sort of this pointy nose that he has. Kind of sticks out like so, and then down like that. Right, and then his brow. So he's got like wrinkly sort of brow just around here, and then it goes up and around to there. Okay. So nose, wrinkle for his frowning face, and then brow, and then start of his forehead, just there. So if we know where his brow is, that's where his eyebrow comes out of. That's why it's called the brow. Newsflash. So then his eyebrow comes out, down, and ticks up here. Okay? Comes out from his brow. And you can thicken up this end just a little bit, just to show the eyebrow there. Right, so then his eye, right? So it's going to come out from here, out from the back of the eyebrow, down, real big in My Hero Academia, the eyes, and then it's going to go up like so and into there. And we can thicken up this sort of back area here. Just the style of the anime, it's the way it's done. And the bottom end is kind of normal width line, it's not thick. So his iris and pupil. So, yeah, just here. Oval sort of line. Not quite a circle, because he's looking this way. And then his pupil sort of in the middle, just there. And then he's got these lines that go around, kind of like clockwork, like hands of a clock going around the edge of his eye. And then he's got like stressed out lines coming around the eye. So like, coming around here, some like lines just underneath here, and some like extra wrinkle sort of lines coming out from his nose and coming around his head, like so. Same will do the rest of his face. So nose comes down, sticks out for the bottom lip, just here, kind of sticks out a little bit. See that? Top lip, not bottom lip, sorry. And then this will come back there, and then we go down like so, and then this goes back up to there, and then his bottom lip sticks out here, and this goes down like into his mask somewhere, just down here somewhere. So you don't go down to the chin. So then we can just see like some of his teeth. So like tooth line there. Another one comes down into there. And then we can see some lines for teeth just inside here. Stuff like this. Nothing major coming across like that. His freckles aren't in the picture I'm drawing from, but they should be, shouldn't they? Deku. Yeah, he should have freckles there, but they're not there. Okay, so it's like a square of freckles just underneath his eye, somewhere here. So I'm going to put them 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not in the picture I'm drawing from, but they should be. So I'll add them. No, right. So then, coming down from here. So we go down like so. This is going to be his mask, right? And it's going to go up this way, right by his mouth. Up into here. And that's the mask that kind of covers his face. And then the front of this comes down like here, so that comes out. And then it goes up to there, pointy, and then back down to there. And then he's got his shoulder sort of coming across this. So shoulder comes out down to there, out to there. And then bump for the other shoulder pad that he has here. And then the rest of his shoulder comes out here. He's got his hood then at the back, like so. And then some more of that bumping hood line. So down that way. And then it like bumps out around here somewhere. Like so. And that's hood, and then I think there's like some lightning or something there. We'll come back to that because I can't really. We got to do his hair first. So that's like his shoulder, just here, right underneath his head. So then we'll do his hair. So hair spikes. Starting here, right around his face. Like so, and then this one comes down right across his forehead, back up in like so. I think he's got like some sweat drips as well on his forehead, like, you know, sort of this sort of thing. And oh yeah, and there's like lines on his nose, just there. And we'll put some more sweat, just there. And so then the rest of his hair comes up, out around to here. And then there's more, some more, lots of hair. Come out behind, back to there. To here then. So like he's launched himself this way, so the hair's been all blown back, right? So we'll go back up this way. Another one here. And then this comes back to there. And then we'll put another one spiking back that way. And it comes down into here somewhere. Like so, and then right back this way. Back to there, back to there. Again, back to there. Another one going that way, spiking that way. Down. Hair spike there, hair spike here. This comes right across the back of his head and joins sort of this hooded area there. Right, so then his back goes back that way, and then the rest of that hood is kind of here somewhere. It goes up around behind, maybe a line down there, going up that way. And then some more hair spikes and shadows. So Deku's hair has all these black shadows in it, and you kind of have to do it or it doesn't look like Deku's hair. So got another hair spike there. Here. Right, so then we do have to do all those black shadows. So like here, so the side of his mask, just there, right? And then these are all, I'll put dots where the black shadows go, okay? And remember these shapes, oh, sorry about that, I think my camera moved. So I had to put it back in position. I think it hasn't, hope it hasn't moved too much. Anyway, I was doing the black portions of his hair, so where was I? Right, here. So these are just black sort of spiking segments coming down his head. So these are all black inside here, and then brown at the back. Get to here, and there's like another section in there, and something down here as well. Right, so black all inside the section. Oh, there's a little green section here. So black, just so we don't lose our place. Oh, there's a black here, and here, another one here. Just so we know where to color dark black. Yeah. Okay, so then the rest of his visor and sort of mask sort of here, right? So it comes across here, and it's got like another round section there. Line coming down this way, this comes down that way. And then we got like those lines that come down the front with those holes that he has. And these have shadow in them. Like that, and here. Always a double line for these. Just coming down there. Yeah, but that's that basically. You could of course add some lightning or anything like around them, you know, for one for all. But I'll leave it there, and we'll just go on and do Todoroki because I don't want to go on too long. So, right, Todoroki's head is just up here, right? And we start a similar nose again, right? It just comes out, just here. And we're just above Deku's head, just up here, right? It's just sticking out a little bit. And then it'll go down, so pointing out, kind of like this letter L sort of shape. And then his brow, so we'll go up and into there. He doesn't have like a wrinkle on his face or anything like Deku. So then his eyebrow, right? So this is where his brow is, so his eyebrow has to come out from it. So it this way. Kind of just ticks up there. And you can add a little section that you might color in. And go on there. So then his iris and top eyelid and stuff. So top eyelid will go up and around down to there, and then we bring it back in and underneath. And of course you can thicken up sort of the top eyelid. And then we'll add his pupil along just there. He's kind of looking down at Stain and Deku's looking up. And then his pupil just there in the middle. Add some lines just for his cheek, just there like that, and maybe a top sort of eyelid line curving around in there. So then we'll come down his face, right? So we don't have much defined in the way of his lips, but we'll go out, down, down for his chin, and then his mouth is just in here somewhere. It's like there, and like another sort of line like that. Sort of curves down. Right, so then his chin, just down here, comes around and up to say here. And then we got a shadow underneath his chin. In there. And then this curves down behind Deku's head. So this is like a dark shadow. And some lines just there. So if his jaw kept going this way, right, then there's a gap, right, but we can see a shadow underneath his ear, right? So like there's a line there for the back of his head, and then his ear comes out like so, up around to there and up into here, and then shadow just behind his ear, just there. Okay, so like imagine like his jaw, there's a gap there. They leave it on purpose, but that's just the way this style of the anime is done. He could join it if you wanted. Alright, so then we got like hair spikes. He's got real long hair, right? So he's like more sort of floppy sort of hair sticking down here. Coming down his face. Like so. And then this kind of comes down along his eye. Just there. Another one on his eye. Like so. That, right, and then this comes down to there, comes up, and then more coming down onto his nose. So take your time with hair, because it can be tricky, especially this sort of floppy sort of style hair. So, oh, and he's got like ear lines inside here as well. Right, so yeah, so we'll keep going. So we got like another hair line coming up here. And he does have this line here becomes like the part, you know, for like the silver and the red that goes up around his head, but we gotta get the rest of his head in first. So there's a hair spike that comes down across his nose. Just here, goes up like so. And another one here, here. Right, so then, so the top of his head is up here somewhere, so it's like, I'd say there, and then it kind of bumps out around the back. And that could be like the silver, so like bumps out there. It's actually a little bit higher, so we'll go up a bit higher. Like so. Bumps around. Down like that. So there's like a part in his hair here, and this, like I said, joins that red section. So this is like the red. So it's like silver out here and then red in here. And then we go down the back of his head. Just adding these sorts of spiking hairlines. And so then that's the back of his neck, right? So then his collar, his collar's here. Just comes down behind Deku's head, and then we have more hair spikes here. Like that, and then this comes up here. And then out and around. So we got these bumping lines for his collar, and then his shoulder comes out here somewhere. So it goes down that way. Collar, shoulder maybe bumps that way, like that, and then that silver sort of belt that he wears will go out behind, down this way, and then back there, and then that comes down behind Deku's head, and maybe another one just down there somewhere. And then he's got those sort of silver lines on his collar, just in here. 3 of them, like so. And can we see any more of his clothing? So now on to Hero Killer Stain. Right, so we're going to start with his mask, right? So just across from, let's say, Deku's head, like in between their 2 heads is where his is start. So his head's pretty close to the edge of my page just because he's got his sword sticking out here. So in order to fit that in, we'll have to go back a little bit. So start with V, kind of like that. An arrow sort of pointing that way, right? So this is going to be his mask. So it goes down, bumps around the top of his head, back, this way, and then it comes down the back, like so, down, into there, and then up and down, right? So that's the kind of shape for his mask, all right? And then his eye is in here. So his top eyelid, like so. Bottom eyelid eyelid. There. And then he's got the white of his eye inside. Like this, and this is all dark black around. Like so. And then, so like it's got like lots of sort of lines, you know, on texture lines and things on his mask. Wrinkles and stuff. Coming around his brow. Like so. Right, so then his mouth comes out from just here at this point here, kind of sticks out back to there, and then we curve it over like so. Like that. So, back side of his mouth and his teeth on this side kind of come down here, right? And we can't, so like some of his face is covered by his arm, okay? So you can't really see it all. So we can see like his top teeth go back around this way, okay? Right, like that. And then we can see his tongue kind of sticks out real wavy. Coming out like so to here. It's a real gnarly long sort of tongue for licking the blood off his sword. Right. And then you can see some of his bottom teeth, so just like down here somewhere, and then the top of his teeth, just here on the base of his tongue, like that, right? But now he has an arm that comes across here and is holding a sword, right? So we'll draw that in. So coming out from the edge of my page, shoulder comes down, it's right hugging the side of his face, and then the bicep comes across here, right? So two sort of curving, bumping lines, and bring the teeth in to sort of meet that. Right, so it's like it's cutting off his chin. Okay, and before we finish that arm, we'll finish his head. So we go up to there, and then this will go back, right back to the mask, back of the mask here, and it's got lines on it. Like so. And then his hair. So these crazy bumpy sort of hair. So, and this is just all sort of black inside, so there's no sort of special way of doing it. You just do like crazy. It just goes up off the top of my page there. Maybe comes down in a couple of spots. It goes up, it grows up off the top of my page. A few more room, you can fit that in. And he's got his sort of scarf, red sort of scarf, comes back this way. Texture line there, and something else going that way. Like that. Right. Now we got to we'll deal with this arm now that we can. So, right, so that's his bicep. So then his tricep will be here, right? A little skinny on top. And it goes in like that. So shoulder muscle, bicep, tricep. So then this tricep then goes like so, right? And then bring that down to about there. So this is where his elbow is, just here. So, and they kind of line up, those two lines straight, because that's where the bend of his elbow is. So the forearm goes up this way. Right. And the elbow will come around and go up that way. And then he's got a glove on, so it comes around here, down into there. And then this arm has all strapping on it. And we keep going. Like so, right, and then we got like a line going back that way. And then his hand, right? So the gloved hand comes out around here. Like so. And then this comes up a bit further. This is the top of that glove. It's down around his thumb. Just sort of there. Right. And then we got like 4 knuckles here. So we got 1, like kind of steps on a stairs. 2, 3, 4. Right. Or like mountains. These last 2 are bigger, these ones are smaller. And this sort of comes down like that around the back of his hand. And the sword, the handle of the sword comes out, goes behind his head. He's like swinging it. Just there. And then that'll come out this side, like that. Kind of a curved line. Like so. Then we'll bring it down like that. Okay, general shape. And then like some knuckle lines on his hand and back into here. Like so. So then details on the sword. And those sort of skinny diamonds that go up and down samurai swords. So remember now, hit pause if I go too fast, because this is a very complicated, very hard, not simple. This is not Art.Simple. That's a different channel today. It is Art Complicated, my new channel. Y'all requested it, so here it is. Right, so yeah, so the sword kind of goes up. Does it come out from behind here? You can maybe see some of the blade back there, but not much. So his other arm, his other shoulder, is in behind here, so it like comes out from here, and then it like bumps out for his arm there. You can see maybe something else like there. I think his bottom tooth is too big, so we gotta fix that. Okay, I'll just make it so, yeah. Okay, so that's like teeth, and that's maybe part of his arm or something. So I just made that tooth skinnier, just because I think it was sticking out a little bit too far. So, curved line coming around. The strapping on this arm as well. There. And then his elbow sticks out underneath here, so it like comes out there somewhere. And then that goes back in underneath his arm. Just here, more strapping on it there. And then goes in another glove down here. Into here somewhere. So let's see. So like he's got like a circle disc on his glove. Just there, and then this pops out to there. That. So this is like another gloved hand, right? You can't see all of it. We can see like side of his body. Just there. And then, so this is like some knife or something. This is like a knife. The handle of a knife, I think. Lines coming down into it. It's hard to see now. It comes down there. It's off the bottom of my page. And then this kind of sticks out here and then down that way. Maybe another line. So they're really big. More knuckles. So like, is that a knuckle? I don't know. Yes, I think so. And this is a knuckle. 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 And the inside of his hand there. There. That's a bit gnarly. That comes off that way, does it? So it's like a hand. Side of his body, and then he's got like body armor and stuff in here. So like so, and then something in here. Shadow under his armpit. But I think finally, that's everything. That is how to draw stain. And if you, like, of course, like, debris, dots, you know. These kind of vertical lines can, you know, give some movement. You know, that they're sort of going towards one another. that. But I think I'll leave it there. How to draw Deku, Todoroki versus Stain. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.